Assalamu alaikum sir. My name is Mohamed Meeran and my register number is 6052. Now I am going to say something about the topic of cost sheet in the cost accounting subject. Okay. First of all, why they are preparing a cost sheet? In simple, they have to know the actual cost of sales, and after that only a company or an organization can sell the product to the several types of people. Without knowing the cost of sales, they cannot able to sell. And we have to calculate accurately what are the cost of sales incurred by producing or manufacturing a product. For that purpose, they are preparing the cost sheet. In cost sheet, the company, the primary motive of a company or an organization is to earn profit. For that purpose, a company or an organization should know the actual cost of sales. After that only he or they can sell the product to the people or a customer with the profit margin. Okay, this is the fundamental things for why the company or an organization preparing a cost sheet. Okay, in cost sheet there are four elements of cost sheet is there. First one is prime cost, second one work cost or factory cost, third one is cost of production, and fourth one is total cost. In prime cost, it includes three categories: direct material, direct wages, and direct expenses. In direct material is nothing but purchase of raw materials. It includes purchase of raw materials and opening stock of raw materials and import duty on purchasing your raw materials. If you want to buy something from other countries, we have to import that raw materials from other countries like China, Japan. For that, we have to pay the import duty. It is directly related to the raw material, so that also we have to calculate. And closing stock of raw materials and other raw materials related items we have to calculate. And after these are the thing which comes under the direct material. And after that, direct wages which is nothing but wages for the workers. For example, the workers are painters, glass workers, carpenters, etc. like these people. And direct expenses is nothing but the expenses which is directly related to the product. For example, sales commission and sales commission, customer service, etc. like will come under the direct expenses. After adding all these, we will get the prime cost as a final value. And after that, you have to add the factory overhead. Factory overhead is nothing but adding factory cost is work cost or factory cost is nothing cost incurred which includes all indirect material, indirect labor and indirect wages, which comes under the category of factory overhead. For example, factory related expenses, non-productive wages and depreciation of plant and machinery, all these factory related things will come under the factory overhead. And after add all these things, you will get as gross work cost or net. If they given adjustment which is work in progress, means we have to write as gross work cost. Okay, let's see what you mean by work in progress. Work in progress is nothing but in accounting terms, the work in progress means the process of manufacturing a product is not yet completed but yet to be finished is termed as work in progress in accounting terms. Okay, after that we will get administration, office or administration overhead. Office or administration overhead is the cost incurred at the office or administration purposes. For example, rent and rates electricity charges, stationery charges, repairs, all these things will come under the office or administration overhead. And after adding all these things, you will get the cost of production. Sometimes they will give a opening stock of finished goods and closing stock of finished goods. After adding opening and less the closing, you will get the cost of goods sold. After that, there is another overhead is there, which is nothing, selling and distribution overhead. Selling and distribution overhead is also an expense. What is that means? By manufacturing a product itself is not enough. It needs to be distributed to the different types of people, like customers, wholesalers, distributors. Like for that we have to get transportation charges, and we have to give carriages, and we have to give advertisements to attract people and customers. For all these expenses will come under the selling and distribution overhead. And after adding all these expenses, you will get the cost of sales. Since you get the cost of sales means you can fit a profit margin, and after that you can sell a manufactured product and you will get the profit value. This is the basic fundamental things you are supposed to know. You are supposed to know these things to prepare a cost sheet. For that purpose only the company or an organization are preparing the cost sheet. Okay. Thank you, sir, for giving me a great opportunity. This is my first presentation. I didn't practice anything. I've just thought in my mind itself, and I interact with myself without any preparation. Hope you will give my internal full marks, inshallah. Thank you, sir, for giving me a great opportunity. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.